Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
50 Cent can't stop and won't stop, and it looks like his exposure of Diddy's freaky activities has just reached the whole new level. So you probably know that 50 is currently working on the highly anticipated documentary called Diddy, doing about the bad boys' crimes. And it seems like the glimpses of one wild video of French Montana and Diddy covered in oil and doing it hard have got leaked. Well, word on the street is these two had a thing where they'd host these freak-offs for each other's birthdays. There's now rumors flying around that 50's got a whole section in his new doc about Diddy and his toy boys, where he's planning to devote the whole chapter to this crazy relationship with French Montana.
Money. I think it matters the terms of the relationship, how you get involved in it, right?
Apparently, after the footage finding its way to the internet, French couldn't stay silent anymore. He finally addressed all these rumors about him being Diddy's favorite freak-off buddy. And folks, these weren't just whispers out of nowhere. There have been multiple video proof of them partying together, and people have been talking about their sketchy photos for years now. Like, just take a look at this pics. On the surface, it looks like two guys just chilling, right? But when you zoom in on Diddy and French, it starts looking less like a hangout and more like they're spooning or something. Oh, and we can't forget one interesting fact. Diddy even named a flavor of his Kyrock vodka after French. Sounds like a dedication for a hard work that French is doing for the music mogul in the bedroom.
French Montana is one of my bad boy artists that has like French vanilla. Welcome to the family.
Over the years, these two have also gone on multiple exotic vacations together. Just the two of them. So when that wild footage with baby oil splashes all across the room surfaced, it's not like many folks were shocked. In summer 2023, things got interesting when Diddy produced French Montana's documentary. On the surface, it all sounds like business, but let's not forget that Diddy was accused of forcing his victims into freaky activities by promising them a boost in career and awards. Cassie, Young Miami, Usher, these are just a few names that pop up in relation to this news. But as Diddy's prosecutors say, there could be way more victims. Combs enticed women by giving them substances such as ketamine and ecstasy, financial support, or promises of career support or a romantic relationship. Combs then used the surreptitious recordings of the intimate acts as collateral to ensure that the women would remain silent. All those favors from Diddy Might had some strings attached. Allegedly, French had to pay him back by getting involved in some behind-the-scenes freaky situations.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
French has always been quick to show love to Diddy for boosting his career. One time, when he was asked in a 2018 interview what the biggest thing he learned from Diddy was, he didn't exactly give a direct answer. He said the real lesson was just being around him and learning by watching. He said Diddy taught him that you don't even need to make music to be on top, like on the Forbes list. One thing I learned from him is that you don't have to rape. Apparently, the powerful producer showed the Morocco-born rapper that there are other ways to go big in Tinseltown. And since Diddy's been one of the most influential figures in the showbiz, he clearly had his own way of dealing with naive and young artists, which, as the world learned years after, was all mistreatment and forced intimacy with him.
And last week, a Texas attorney said he's representing 120 alleged victims.
And, folks, it could have been difficult for French to make his way on top. When his family arrived to the U.S., his mom didn't speak English, and neither did he, so they had to figure things out on their own. French said his mom sacrificed a lot in her life, and he clearly followed her path when he decided to ride with Diddy and become his toy. And now, with all these rumors swirling and crazy footage making rounds in the biz, there's talk about one male Lester being horrified, and apparently it's none the other French Montana. With all these talk, people are looking at their relationship a little differently. Fans got their own theories ever since that wild happy birthday video. As one person commented, "It's weird to me serenading a friend while he is half naked eating somewhat breakfast. Is this the morning after?" And another user added when he was singing happy birthday to French. That was just weird. I definitely thought that something was going on between them. And you know Diddy. He's never shy to mentor yet another rising star and even be so generous as to offer them a place in his own mansion. We already know that Usher spent the whole year waking up in the same bed with Puffy, and apparently French also became a regular at Diddy's parties, jets, and in a studio.
But when I met him, it was just like, you know, I'm like, yeah, like, come on, get on my jet. We're gonna go back together.
When Diddy first teamed up with French, he talked big about taking French's career to the next level and making him a superstar. But instead, he started taking him on these extravagant trips. But soon enough, whispers started circulating that French wasn't just Diddy's artist, and even in the industry, there were whispers that he might be Diddy's new boy toy. They grew louder as the singer started to share some wild details. "My chemistry with Diddy is amazing, and I know if anyone can make it happen for me, he can. Normally, you don't speak about your producer in this way," and it coincided with the rumors about their so-called freaky birthday rituals. After that video of French sitting half naked in Puffy's home resurfaced, folks couldn't help but connect the dots, especially since reports came out that the feds were seizing over some bizarre stuff from his house.
Baby oil, more than 1,000 bottles altogether.
And suddenly, that video of French looking all glossy next to Diddy is hitting differently. Fans are saying this whole situation needs to be revisited, and it looks like there are more way creepier videos of Diddy and French together that were stored in the bad boy's house, along with thousands of others. People also started drawing comparisons to another wild Diddy moment when he sang Happy Birthday to Fabulous on Drink Champs. If you remember that episode, Diddy came in buzzing and acting real suspect, his weird comments about partying for real made Fab visibly uncomfortable on camera.
Birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really partied.
There are whispers that Diddy kept French Montana under his thumb using some serious leverage against him. Allegedly, Diddy recorded French in compromising situations, particularly involving women who didn't consent. Even the indictment says that Diddy set these situations up and made sure they were caught on camera to have some leverage, as the indictment suggests the music mogul manipulated and intimidated women and others to satisfy his sexual needs, maintain his public image, and hide his alleged wrongdoings. So, French could be another victim of Diddy's sick games, and the two of them allegedly set up these freaky parties that went down in private quite frequently. Supposedly, the bad boy would pull out the bottles of baby oil, invite some people over, and things would get real explicit as part of the celebration of their forbidden love.
Happy birthday, French, I'm coming, baby.
If you look at the timeline, as soon as French started rolling with Diddy, accusations of SA and misconduct started piling up against him. Over time, multiple women came forward with accusations against French. Let's rewind to one of the most serious allegations. In March 2020, French was hit with a lawsuit claiming he mistreated an incapacitated woman at his former home in Hidden Hills, California. According to the lawsuit, French and one of his unnamed associates invited her to the studio, where they allegedly supplied her with substances and alcohol before the attack. The details are disturbing and sound eerily similar to what many Diddy accusers described in their lawsuits.
Powerful people, there are many dirty secrets. He says that his team has collected pictures.
Now, it's all about to be served to the audience on a silver plate by 50 Cent, who spent a lot of his own resources trying to dig to the roots of this sick story, with many people from the inner circle ready to speak out. As one source said, many are finally ready to talk, while some have been trying to talk for years and weren't believed. As for French, his own relation to the bad boy will also be under the microscope. Once he got closer to Diddy, it seemed like more serious allegations started to pile up. It seems like the Morocco-born rapper got himself into a serious mess, and the bad boy messed badly with his life, private parts, and even his head. As one fan wrote, they sold their soul, and now evil is here to collect tanks worse than the inflicted on others. And another user added, nothing surprises me anymore, all these pal are sick in the head. Diddy's where he belongs, but there's still a lot of them to go. Well, Diddy's secret list of toy boys is slowly getting public, and it's highly probable that we see more names dropping in 50 Cent's new documentary about the bad boy. And what do you think about this, folks? Was French Montana Diddy's victim, or did he willingly participate in his freak-offs? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos.